Hey there. So as of recent, I've been grappling with this, with the fact that I don't really have close-knit friendships. It's something that I have wanted for a very, very long time. People with whom I could just be myself, talk to, really get to know, hang out, do nothing with, go on trips with, drink coffee with, or just talk, you know, friendship kind of stuff. And that has been a really, really, really big wish of mine for basically ever. And I've I've been kind of in isolation last year after yeah after I had to part ways with a couple people whose values just didn't align with me. I figured that it'd be best to be on my own for a period of time and then just really work on me, and then in turn attract the right people meant for me, people who also have a desire to grow and to move forwards in life. And it's been some time since I've started this time alone, and I've really just come to the cusp and realized I need people. We all need people. But I keep hearing over and over and over in a lot of intellectual conversations that I have access to through podcasts and other literary learning platforms and so on, that keeps on being repeated that we are people who need community. Makes sense. I mean, considering our history, we have never been as isolated as we are now. There's a loneliness epidemic, and that you should ideally have 5 people in your circle, and that you are basically the average of the 5 people you spend most time with. And I don't spend time with anyone really. I've been making a point to spend time with a family member of mine. So that's one person, but unfortunately, they're not doing so well. So I can only really do my best to support and be there and cheer up. And friends wise, I have 2 friendships, 2 girls who live far away from me. Also completely different people. They don't know each other. But I recently, I try to keep in contact with them. I try to hang out with them when I can, but if it works for me, it doesn't work for them, or just something like that. And it's been kind of tough. I really would like some friends in my immediate area. That'd be cool, because going on little friendship dates, drinking coffee, and talking about nonsense, or just big life things, or philosophy, or whatever just comes through our minds. That's something I think fondly on a lot. And it'd be really cool to have a lasting friendship, because my lifelong, I've had short-term friendships, and that's something I could count on, which kind of hurts to say that friendships wouldn't last long, and I never really got to learn how to make deep connections with people. So that's something I'm excited to work on as soon as I have the opportunity to. And the reason why I'm here right now with you is that just the other day, another way that I'm trying to reach out and meet people is on a dating platform. And I got into a conversation with someone, and they asked me, how would your best friend describe you? And I asked my friend, one of the closer, I asked a friend how they would describe me, but parallel to that, I answered on my own what I imagined she might say about me, and I was pretty happy with my answer. I'm like, oh yeah, she'd totally say that. And then when she wrote me, she said, well, we haven't really seen each other often enough, she said, I don't know enough about you to make any sort of judgment. And that hurt. I mean, it's true, like, we haven't really spent much time together, but I figured for like an impression I might have made, but because I could describe her, I could describe my friends, but I guess if that can't be reciprocated, or at least couldn't be by this person, that just means I have a bit more work to do. Yeah, and although it kind of sucks, it's just shown me this is where I'm at and what I have to change. And so I've been putting myself in more, because I want friends, I've been putting myself out in more social situations. Like I just started a dance class, and eventually I hope to get to know the girls better. I am doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I'm hoping to get to know the guys better over time. I met someone at the doctor's office, and she randomly recognized me just this week while she was on her bike, and we stopped, and I gave her my number. I'm like, can I give you my number? And she said yes. So the next day I texted her and asked if we could go out for coffee, and well, that's pending. At least I think she said she'd like to. Just depends on when she has time off for work. And today I did a cold call. Well, basically I just texted someone who I briefly met 5 years ago and asked if she would like to come over for some coffee or something sometime, and she said yes. So, what I want to get out of it is it's hard to make friends from your bedroom. If you don't go anywhere, it's kind of hard to meet people. And it takes a bit of getting out of your comfort zone. Takes a bit of getting outside and basically being open to meeting people and just trying and not giving up. And well, even though I can't quite say to which degree these connections become friendships, if they do or not, I can say I'm really proud of myself for taking these steps and for trying. And I'd say with each time I put myself out there, each time I ask someone if they want to hang out and do something, I'm walking in the right direction. So my goal is to have a group of friends with whom I really connect and with whom I can, enjoy life together. And I think I am on the right path. I think I'm doing pretty good. And that means I can be lonely longer. Well, I am lonely, but I have hope. And that's amazing. It truly is. And so I'm going to make sure that I change that because it's in my hands. Oh my gosh, and also I still need to learn how to do it because as you've heard from me, I don't really have much experience. I don't know what it's like to write people like all the time or to, hang out with people on a regular basis. I don't know what it's like to form meaningful, lasting relationships, but something I'm really excited to learn. I don't know what it's like. I mean, how the communications, there's just so much I'm going to learn about connecting and bonding with other humans, and however that may sound, but I'm excited because every time I do put myself out there, I learn a little bit more about myself, and I'm proud of me. I'm proud for taking these steps, and so I just wanted to share with you what I did today, the last couple days, and how even if something like some news hurts, just try to dust it off and say, well, let's start. Let's get going. Yeah.